pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Coming out with it, it's Cooper. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's talk about Alabama. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Try to get it to the edge. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a proven game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off. Fielded
in the end zone. It's Cooper. tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Grab behind the line. It's Hale. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Hand off from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still running at the 40. It's a running room. Allowed and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell, pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? This quarterback part of their running game. Bust through behind his pad. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
And we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Russell. And they fail to hook up on third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important. Reels it in down the left side. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spin it to those guys, let them go make plays.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Carr. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete in the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down.
Ball carried by the quarterback. Big loss on the play. Second down coming up.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Strong, firm tackle.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in on the right. Runs through the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 21 over Texas. We'll parachute back into your game, fellas, if anything changes in this heavyweight battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man, it's Pringle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they start the season in the top 5 prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great day.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. long. No secret what he needs here. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Running to Green.
Returner brings it out to the 42. And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over 1st and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Here comes the heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hale putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's talk about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Clemson jumps to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
A veritable Crimson Tide Looking downfield, it's Carr. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Going for the big play. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
This drive will open from the 15. He leaves it with his back. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. He's now up to 66 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. The give on the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Russell. Dances away to buy time. They get to him as he throws. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Porter. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
They'll immediately call timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Russell. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Still looking, on the move. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Connection to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson Tide.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll go with a direct snap. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
That keeps the score Alabama 25, Clemson 10.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at one.
He's taking the shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced. Turnover. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth in that last one.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Russell. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He might want another play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He wants to take the top off. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown time. And the route is on.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to Indiana. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fired. Makes the catch. It's James. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab at the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the stick.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Russell. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. He's loose. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A strike downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's James. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark now. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Clemson is quick to the line. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Finds a man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Easy. Ready, go. Green 25. Ready, ready. Jackrabbit. Ready, ready. Set. Ready. On. Cricket. On. Here we go. Ready. Set. Hut. Set. Hut. Flare. Flare. Lasso. Lasso.